I'm John. How you guys doing tonight?
Great.
Hi, John.
Like she said, there's some really cool people here. You guys are like really cool. You can tell I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna do change tone, change speed a little bit, and then do a poem. Slam poem. I wrote slam poem. Spoken word. I don't really know. Sorry. It's called Douchebag.
I'm here for this.
After lugging my mini refrigerator and television into Munzel 7, I met this dude who I'm not gonna name, so let's call him Kevin. Kevin was the man, and we hit it off so fast, talking aspirations for the future and sharing stories from our past. Talking hobbies, music, movies, sports, most that we knew. We both liked the White Sox and Quentin Tarantino. Talking plans for our first Friday night, oh, it was gonna be so tight. When our conversation ended and we swapped numbers, I couldn't help but let loose a subtle fist pump. After a summer filled with petty worries that I wouldn't make any friends in college, I was elated that I'd already made that jump. Unfortunately, when I look at him today, I can't help but think, wow. I found that Kevin was the namesake for what I am reading now. The title of the poem is Douchebag. You see, Kevin represents the people I loathe on this campus. He's the kind of guy that buries his head in his cell phone or raises his chin in the air whenever you walk past him on the sidewalk because he's way too full of himself to talk. He drinks at any convenient time and smokes just to give his empty brain something to think about in the saga line. Debating in his mind, should I have a bowl of cereal or that brown stuff from South Korea? Shit, dude, why not combine the two? That would be a great idea. He skips class because, as he says with a chuckle, I'm still hungover from the weekend. Or he goes to class, tilting his goofy baseball cap over his eyes, completely disregarding the professor that he says with a chuckle is too boring for me to comprehend. He laughs at you if you're active on campus because that is way too much energy to exert, and snickers at your clothes because you don't have a new Vineyard Vines t-shirt. My supposed friend is a guy that stumbles stupidly into frat house parties, muttering the same phrase over and over. I'm gonna sleep with her, and her, and her, and her, until he stumbles stupidly alone back to his dorm to eat all his week-old leftovers. The sweet and sensible guy I met on the first day of school has turned into a degrader of women, a bully, a dumbass, and an asshole right in front of my eyes. Please tell me how this is cool. Please tell me why you would want to be friends with a guy that doesn't give a shit about anyone. Does a mere point of social status make up for the fact that he's not going to be there for you when you face burden? He's not going to be there for you when you are battling stress, anxiety, or depression. Well, he might actually, only to call you a coward when you make that confession. So my friendship with Kevin lasted for about a week and a half, and the thought of us ever hanging out again always makes me laugh. College douchebaggery is something I've seen a lot of my brief stint on campus. But if there's a silver lining, for every Kevin at Wesleyan, there's a, let's say, Candace. In fact, for every Kevin on campus, there are dozens of them, and I love Candace. Candace's eyes light up and her teeth show when you run into her outside. She doesn't pretend like she needs to look at her phone at the exact moment you pass by. She's the kind of friend that you can get alongside in a deep conversation with great flow, not just gossip and plans of who you're going to hook up with tomorrow. You can talk with Candace about the personal challenges and things that make you blue because you know she will always be there to comfort you. The message to my little poem is simple, and it's something we've all been told since we cracked our first dimple. You ready for it? Be a nice person. Easy, right? The only thing you can't control is your personality, and we will thrive as a species the more we learn to halt our brutality. I can thankfully say that anyone I consider as a friend will represent Candace's way of thinking until the end. So let the Kevins and the other douchebags do douchey things with each other, and put your efforts toward finding nice people because there are so many to discover. Be a nice person, and you will always find a friend. And though it's not always commonly said, the nice guy does finish first in the end.